Question 7. So we have a triangle here, and the length of PR is 3, the length of QR is 2, and also we have an angle here of 60 degrees. And in A we have to find the length of PQ. So in order to find PQ, I'm going to write the cosine rule. So I look at triangle PQR and I write PQ square equals PR square plus QR square minus 2 times PR times QR times the cosine of the angle QRP. Now I'm going to put in numbers. PQ is our variable, this is what we have to calculate. PR square is 3 square plus QR square, which is 2 square, minus 2 times PR3 QR2 times the cosine of 60 degrees. Then I get 9 plus 4 and then the cosine of 60 degrees is 1/2. Then 1/2 cancels here with 1, 2, and I left just with 6, and then I left here with 7. I still have to take the square root to get PQ, which will be the square root of 7. This is the answer to A. Moving on to B. Now I get another triangle. The lengths are x terms. The length of AC is x plus 2. The length of BC is 3x minus 1. And the angle is 60 degrees. And I have to show that the length of AB is this term right here. So I'm going to write the cosine rule again for this triangle, and I write it AB square equals AC square plus BC square minus 2 times AC times BC times cosine of the angle ACB. Now I put values. AB stays AB. AC is x plus 2 square. BC is 3x minus 1 square minus 2 times AC is x plus 2. BC is 3x minus 1, and the cosine of 60 degrees. So I'm going to develop this expression, and I'm going to get here x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. And here I know that cosine of 60 is 1/2. So I cancel out 2 here with this 1/2. And I left with minus. And I just do the multiplication of these two terms here, which is 3x squared minus x plus 6x minus 2 So let's see, we have x squared plus 9 x squared, which are 10, and then minus 3, so it's 7 x squared. Here I have 4x minus 6x, this is minus 2x, and here plus x because of the minus outside, and another minus 6x, and this comes down to minus 7x. And now the numbers, 4 and 1 is 5, and plus 2 is 7, so this is ab squared. I need to take the square root of that, and I get the square root of 7x squared minus 7x plus 7, which is exactly what I need to show. So this is the answer to B. Part C. So in part C we are given now that AB is 7, and we need to find first the value of x. So I'm just going to use the term that I got in B, and I'm going to put 7 instead of AB. I'm going to square it. 49 equals 7x squared minus 7x plus 7. Then I move everything to one side. 7x squared minus 7x minus 42 equals 0. I divide the equation by 7. I get x squared minus x minus 6 equals 7. And now I'm going to solve this quadratic equation by factoring it. So it's easy to see that here the multiplication of 3 minus 3 and plus 2, this multiplication will give negative 6, and also the addition of negative 3 and plus 2 gives here a minus x minus 1. So this is the factorization of this quadratic term, and from here I can see that x equals 3 or x equals negative 2. And I struck down this solution. It is not possible because I can notice that AC has a length of x plus 2, and then if x equals negative 2, this will be 0, and of course length cannot be 0. This is why this solution is not possible. So this is the solution for part C1. Now in part C2 I have to calculate the area of triangle ABC. So let's have a look at triangle ABC here. Yeah, this is the area I have to calculate. I'm going to use the trigonometric formula for calculating the area of a triangle. So it's going to be the length of AC times the length of BC times sine of the angle between those two sides, and divided by 2. So the area of triangle ABC is AC times BC times the sine of the angle BCA divided by 2. And now we can put numbers. So first of all, there was the AC and BC are x terms. AC is x plus 2, BC is 3x minus 1, and we have here the sine of 60 degrees divided by 2. And we know that x equals 3. This is what we found in C1. Then I get here 5 times 8. The sine of 60 degrees is the square root of 3 over 2. And I still have to divide by 2. So I get here 40 times the square root of 3 divided by 4. Yeah, these two and these two comes together in the denominator to be 4. Then here I simplify by 4. So the answer is 10 times the square root of 3. This is the area of triangle ABC, and this is the answer for part C.